Hello to you all. Sorry if I sound a bit unenthused. I just recorded about 13 minutes of audio, and then realized my fucking microphone had been fucked up by the new Windows 10 update. Thanks, Microsoft. Anyway, welcome to the first of the hopefully series. Hopefully, I can keep it up. Called I don't know, Doctor Who novelization reviews. And today, on today's episode, we have Doctor Who and the Abominable Snowmen by Terrance, which is a name you will hear quite often as this series goes along, if it goes along. I don't know, maybe you people will fucking despise this. I don't know, we'll just see what happens. Anyway, so, quickly, what do I think of the original, The Abominable Snowmen story? Yep, it's very solid. It's easily a classic. It's archetypal Troughton. It's based under siege. You got big lumbering monsters. You got foam. I mean, a lot of his monsters involve some kind of foam. It's quite strange. I don't know what Innes Lloyd's fascination with foam was. Maybe he was born in a bubble bath or some shit. I don't fucking know. Anyway, yeah, it's great. You got great characters: Travers, Crisong, Tommy, Padmasambhava. I especially have to commend the performance of Wolf Morris as Padmasambhava, and as a little trivia tidbit, Wolf Morris was actually, interestingly, in a movie by Nigel Neal, whose name you will definitely recognize if you are a British science fiction fan, or maybe not. I don't know. But if you're a fan of old science fiction like me, you will know Nigel Neal as the creator of the Quatermass and the Pit. No, just Quatermass serials. Quatermass and the Pit was one of them. Sorry, but yes. Wolf Morris was actually in the film adaptation of a Nigel Neal screenplay called The Creature, except this screenplay was adapted not as The Creature, but as The Abominable Snowman, singular. I just found that interesting. It also features a Tibetan monastery, Yeti attacking it. It's very similar, but alas, we are not here to discuss that. Maybe one day, if I do ever find a copy, I will. Of course, I have not been able to actually experience The Abominable Snowmen as it was meant to be, because 5 out of 6 episodes are missing. Yes, so you might say, how can you even know any of this shit if you don't even have a copy of it? Well, my savior in this matter is the great Santa Claus. No, not really. The great, what's his name? Loose cannon reconstructions, and this is not a bloomin' thing. This isn't me trying to advertise them. They've been defunct for quite a while now and only exist as a YouTube channel. Not even YouTube, actually. Daily Motion. Yeah, that's how defunct they are. They exist on Daily Motion. But anyway. Yes, they have created reconstructions of the 5 missing episodes, and I have watched the remaining episode, episode 2, on the BBC's official Lost in Time DVD. So that's great. Yeah, that's how I can actually comment on it. Just thought I'd clear this up in case there was any confusion, but there probably isn't, because I'm guessing a lot of you don't know shit about classic Doctor Who. I mean, why else would anyone watch me, to be fair? But yes. Now on to the novelization. The novelization is very similar to the story. There's a few names changed because they were lifted from Buddhist legend, and Terrance Dix was told by Barry Letts, who was the producer of the show and also a Buddhist, he was like, I admit, I think it's probably going to be a bit offensive if you name your if you name your villain after a Buddhist religious icon. Like, what the fuck were you thinking, Haseman and Lincoln? Like, come on. Like, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen? You think it's like naming your villain Jesus Christ or Muhammad? It's a bit offensive, you know. Anyway, so yeah, a few spellings were changed, all that. A few particulars have been changed, like who did what. Um, there's a bit more elaboration on the backstory of the Great Intelligence and Professor Travers. And the funny thing is, the Great Intelligence's backstory, I've just noticed, actually really kind of fits with the backstory that they would actually establish later on in the Virgin New Adventures about the intelligence being Yog Sothoth, who invaded H.P. Lovecraft's mind and forced him to write the Cthulhu mythos and shit. And I don't know if you want to count that as canon or not. It depends, but you should, because it's a fucking great idea. It's an amazing idea, having the Great Intelligence be the inspiration for the Cthulhu and shit. God, God damn it, it's great. Anyway, we're not here to talk about original fiction. We're here to talk about novelization. So, really, everything I said about the story holds true for the novelization. I mean, yeah, it's great. There's also an interesting religious aspect to it, the conflict between pacifism and war, and how both of those kind of conflict with faith occasionally. And that's an interesting exploration thing. Um, I I feel that um, it's not greatly developed or anything. It's not like um, any like really in depth or anything, but it's interesting. It it adds extra depth to this story. I think um, I think I'm gonna now that I've talked about everything that I think I've said everything I really want to say. That I've done praising it. Now it's time to rip it a new one over its flaws. Well, flaws. I say flaws plural, but really I could only really find one that I genuinely had like a massive problem with, and that would have to be the characterization of Victoria. It's fucking abysmal. Like, this is also a problem with the original, like the actual story. There's one point in the story where they call Victoria headstrong. Yeah. If you know anything about classic Doctor Who, you know that Victoria is not headstrong. And that applies more to uh, Polly or Zoe before fucking Victoria. Which, yeah, like, I mean, there's one scene she goes and pretends to be poisoned um to get out of a cell that she's in. Yeah, she pretends that, and it's like, and she gets out and she's like, "Sorry, Tommy." And like normally I would cheer and clap or whatever, and I was very close to doing that. However, like I said, it is Victoria, so it doesn't really make much sense. Um, yeah, I don't quite get it, but that's really all I could find. It's still an absolute classic. It's great if you want looking to get into the amazing world of Doctor Who novelizations. This is a good place to start. So, yes, that's it for this week. Week? I don't know. I'm not doing this weekly. Fuck you. I should have the next video up by Boxing Day. That is my plan. On Boxing Day, rather. Mm, it should be Doctor Who and the Android Invasion, which, in which we will find out that Terry Nation is much better at writing Dalek stories than he is at writing anything else, at least for Doctor Who. So yes, I will see you when that is a thing. Like I said, around Boxing Day, hopefully. Hopefully, unless something goes horribly wrong, unless I'm kidnapped or something, I don't bloody well know. Anyway, well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If even one person enjoyed, my work here is done. I will see you in the next one. Yes. Bye-bye.